I truly do believe mirrored matchmaking is a real thing. Now, if you're going to be sitting here asking me, Mung, what is mirrored matchmaking? What's this new schizo talk? Mirrored matchmaking is my personal theory. Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of The Mung Show. Now, this time we have a discussion about the very grim future of updates coming towards Marvel Rivals. Again, I want to make it very apparent. This is not a clickbait video on me saying, oh my god, Rivals is going to die. And no, it's just not going to happen. Games like this don't die unless the company unironically just pulls they pull the plug out the server and they say they're done. Look at Overwatch. It went through one of the most fucked up stretches of updates of all time, or lack of updates, and that game's still more than alive, bro. You can go play that shit, you'll get a game pretty quickly. Now, what I want to speak about specifically is, first, I want to go over the list of heroes that we've gotten up till now and what's going to be coming out just in a couple, I think about a week now, and then a couple weeks after that for the Hood. Like, let's be real, guys. Shit's going to be chopped. I don't care what anybody says. The reality is you have to basically look at NetEase as a company, and you can kind of understand why they do what they do. They have a financial incentive to create busted heroes month after month because it's good for player retention. If you create a new busted hero, let's say in the future, fucking Doctor Doom drops. If he's not busted, what do you think's going to happen? No one's going to come. Everybody's going to be disappointed. No one's going to buy the skins because the character's not viable to play. They're just losing out on money. Think they want a Blade again? I mean, I love playing Blade, but they're never gonna do that shit, right? He's finally good, but it took a legit year, and the character's still buggy, man. They just show who they prioritize and who they don't. So let's go over this quickly because I think it's very relevant. Season 1, Fantastic Four dropped. All of them were pretty shit except Sue. Listen, Torch came out pretty bad, and they turned him into Hitler. You guys may forget that before anybody says, what about Torch? Torch is Hitler now. He was Hitler after they fixed him when he first dropped. And then Sue, not a lot needs to be said there. She became Invisreal Woman after a short amount of time. It's fucking bullshit. But it's okay. It doesn't matter. Season 2, Emma Ultron. This is the season where I started, understanding how concerning shit's really going to be. Okay, Emma came out. That's whatever. She's annoying today. She was a little bit annoying then. But there's seasons where it's not that big of a problem. She's either meta or she's not. Ultron, when I saw that character's kit, I knew we were kind of fucked because they created a slop hero ASAP. Peter Thiel's drone flying in the sky. He's a DPS. He's firing earth-shattering, dimension-breaking backshots from 25 miles up in the sky. And then he's just alternating his drone onto other people. Now he has 2. So talk about fucking power creep. That hero, whenever he's meta, boring as hell. Whenever he's in-game, even if he's not meta, it's still boring as hell because it forces triple support. And then we go to Season 3. Phoenix drops. Phoenix was to this day, I don't care what anybody says about top 100 lobbies or pro lobbies. Oh, she gets outpaced by Cyclops, has Star-Lord, and Hela, and whatever. I don't give a fuck. Even in a low authority lobby, if you have a good Phoenix, it's going to run the fucking lobby, bro. I don't care what anybody says. Still annoying, but it was legitimately Hitler for how long? Permaban in my eyes. Then Blade comes out. Blade shit. He's legit to this day so buggy. The dashes are horrible on this hero. Still, I'll dash into someone and there's a good chance I just teleport past them 30 fucking feet. That's the lack of respect they've given to this hero. It's sickening because he's genuinely the most fun DPS to me personally. But whatever, he's at least B plus tier now to me. I think he's actually not horrible. Took them a fucking year, but that's fine. Then you go to Season 4, Anja Diddy Daredevil. Oh my god, number one, Angela is legit a cringe hero. They buffed it. I think this character's legit a high-level fucking tank right now. Flying Cap with a good ult. Her ult's not bad. It's a comboing ult, man. You throw that shit down and then have someone combo with it immediately. You're gonna team wipe probably, man. Cyclops, boom. Legit, the erasure ray from heaven comes. They're all dead. What do you do? And it's flying in the sky. It's so fucking annoying. That's my opinion on Angela. I thought it was good when it dropped. I think it's good now. And then Daredevil. I mean, guys, you're seeing a pattern here, right? How many shit heroes have released so far? Not too many. Daredevil, not much needs to be said. Go next, Rogue Gambit. Rogue is untapped potential. People are going to say that character dropped shit or that character's bad. I think Rogue's good. I think she was okay when she dropped. That was probably the definition of a balanced hero. I'll give them that one. Then Gambit comes out. A character that's been busted for damn near a year. Nothing changes. It's pathetic, right? If you really sit down and you think about it. Gambit came out. He still must ban to this day. Let's go next season. Deadpool, Elsa. Oh, shit. Guys. What do I gotta say? Deadpool. Support pool came out. had that fucking thing where you could hop on the head 3 times and you got your ultimate instantly. Tank pool, giga busted, had to be nerfed multiple times. Current day, tank pool's decent. Support pool, in my mind, hidden gem busted. DPS pool, incredibly cringe hero. Incredibly cringe hero. And then you go to Elsa, who legit released the most busted hero of all time. Elsa on release was the most OP hero ever. There's no debate about it. They had to hotfix it. They don't hotfix something unless they know they fucked up so dramatically it was a fucking joke. Her ultimate hitbox was the size of Africa. There was no evading it. She did way too much. Even right now, I consider her to be one of the best DPS in the game. Legitimately, full stop. Then you go to the season after. White Fox, Black Cat. White Fox was going to release balanced, but they did a hot fix because all the support 80 IQ slobbering troglodytes weren't happy with what the hero was going to be. Then they buffed it again, and now it's just a fucking joke, right? Now, I don't hate White Fox because I think she has a place in the game. You know, she actually was a healthy release in some ways for anti-dive, but when you start nerfing dive and you leave White Fox the way she is, not a good idea. That character's going to be a problem. It's going to need to be nerfed if you keep nerfing dive, which I think is fine, but knowing them, they're going to let that go to the side. What came after that, though? Black Cat. Guys, there's a pattern here. How many busted heroes have come out, and how many balanced heroes? Blade, Rogue. I'm not counting season 1. Blade and Rogue, that's it. Everything else, really, really cringe in its own right. When I'm seeing people who are hard stuck peak GM2 and then fucking White Fox comes out and they're hitting damn near eternity off this character, that tells you all you need to know. And then Black Cat comes out, Hitler reincarnated, had to get 13 consecutive nerfs in one patch. Like, guys, it's a fucking joke, man. And then let's go to the season after. We got Dino Devil and Cyclops. Now, Cyclops to me is currently the best DPS in the game. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. You want to talk about a character that needs to be gutted? That's a character that needs to be nerfed ASAP. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. Devil Dino came out overtuned. Do I think he was as busted as people said? No, but he needed some tweaks. And the problem with Devil Dino is just the way the kit was designed. Unfortunately, no one it's not fun to play grab simulator, and if you don't have another tank who's willing to chain CC your grabs with you, well, you lose, right? Like, if you're Devil Dino Mirror and you don't have a fucking Emma, you're chopped. You're just gonna get grabbed, and then the Emma's gonna grab you, and you're gonna get blown up. So you're designing either slop kits or incredibly busted heroes. What do you guys think next patch is gonna be? You really think that Jubilee is not gonna be insane busted? Her AoE healing firecracker bursts, God knows what the fuck her alt does. She's probably going to be 275 with insane close range anti-dive damage or whatever the fuck. Anybody who you close the gap on this character, I promise you, it's fucking chopped. We already know what it's going to be, right? So that's Jubilee coming out next patch. And then the Hood. Guys, do you know what? Look at the fucking thumbnail again here. The Hood is a dude wearing a cloak. I think he has like invisibility powers in the fucking comics with 2 guns. You think those guns, like, God forbid they make them hit scan. We're gonna have Tank Pool 2.0, bruh, but more busted, I bet you. Like, my problem with the game is not, okay, like, people cry about, like, the EOMM, people cry about, like, performance of the game. Like, guys, these are all low-hanging fruit issues. The real problem is we're so close to having such a great game, but they're forced by the shadow hand, some external fucking thing that's puppeteering this just for financial incentive. Now, obviously, it's a company, they need to make money. But surely it's possible to make a hero that's only just slightly overtuned and not giga busted. And you could probably still make the same amount of money in terms of skins, right? Like, just lean into the Gooner shit if that's the case. Because I don't like having to queue up every season, and I'm playing against legitimately, like, some of the most busted slop I've ever seen in my life. It's not fun. I know that Jubilee's going to be busted. I know that the Hood's going to be busted. What do we do? There's nothing we can do as a community to stop it. People, like, the drones are going to come back. People, the quick play warriors are going to keep queuing up, and they're going to be saying, oh my god, look at my Jubilee skin. They're going to be posting that shit on Reddit. It's over. And it's going to keep happening, and nothing's going to change. I just want to make a video on it just so I have this here archived. Like, I'm not going to talk about what we can do as a community. There's nothing that we could do. Now, I was going to just make this a 10-minute episode, but there's a few more things I want to discuss, and I want to get some viewer feedback. But first, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you subscribe. Otherwise, unfortunately, I'm going to have to cast some Haitian voodoo upon you. I don't want to do it, but I will do it if you don't subscribe. But regardless, I had an idea that I like to call per-tier balancing. So basically, we're going to make Ziyong do a bit more work, but it's going to make the game a lot better. So essentially, we could group certain ranks together. Like, let's do, like, Diamond and Plat, GM, actually, no, maybe like Celestial, Eternity, GM Diamond, Plat Gold, and so forth. You know, we'll put them together to make it a little bit less work for him, but essentially we do separate balancing for each one of those grouped pairs of ranks. So essentially we have a problem coming up where Cap's going to be nerfed, right? It's not a problem, it's something that has to happen, unfortunately, but Cap is going to be nerfed. But the people who play that character, let's say GM3 and below, are like, you know, Diamond and below, these guys don't know how to capitalize off the character. That's why they say that capflation, the character is shit. In reality, once you get high enough and good enough of the character, he's Hitler. He has this bullshit ultimate where you could pop it yourself and just run to the back line, you're going to get free value. He's legit running around like a chicken with his head cut off, getting, you know, just legit confirming kills or doing whatever the fuck, just being annoying. It's cancer. Angela suffers from the same problem too, and that's another AIDS character right now. But regardless, Cap's going to be the one who gets targeted next patch. It's written already. He's going to get mice to men. They gave him his skin. We already know how that works. They're cashing in their paycheck on him before they kill the character. Instead of killing him, how about we just nerf him? Like I said, and we have it with the split-tiered balancing. In Celestial and Eternity, the character gets nerfed, right? And that includes One Above All, because One Above All is Eternity. That would be perfect. That would fix all the people crying, and then everybody in GM and below, they still have the character as the exact same as it is. And people are going to say, well, Mung, that creates the issue where you play a character all the way up, and then once you get to a certain rank, you know, he's worse, and it just feels jarring. Well, fuck him, right? You got to be able to play multiple characters. Unfortunately, some characters, their kits are designed poorly, where they're going to be busted in certain ranks. And it's inverse, where if you get high enough, it becomes busted there, but it's shit in Jabablo. Like, look at Blade. Blade in high elo is like B tier, but in low elo, he's legit like Thanos, bro. It's a 1v6 hero. It's like old school Jeff. You can hard deadlift the lobby easily. I'm doing it live. I've been playing Blade nonstop. I find this my favorite character in the game right now. But my God, do you farm Jabablos? So characters like that need to be tuned down in like gold, plat. But, you know, Blade maybe can be buffed in higher elo, too, even more right now. Make him even more viable. I think he's okay, but, like, characters like that, like Iron Man, Mr. Israel, Squirrel Girl, like, these characters excel in being able to, like, legit just shit stomp low elo. But once you get high enough, it's horrible. Like, these characters like Squirrel Girl, a character that works in Diamond where you can just spam down a corridor. Once you get high enough, you're just trolling the game. Or Mr. Israel just throwing punches down mid. Repulsor Blast from Africa, like... Guys, I'm telling you, split-tiered balance. Some of you might disagree with me, and I'd like to hear your opinions on it. I think it would be really, really healthy for the game. The last thing I wanted to discuss, and I think I might make this a full-blown video. I also like you guys to, you know, if you want to see this made into a video, let me know. But I've been saying this for a long time. I'm the only streamer who's ever said it. I truly do believe mirrored matchmaking is a real thing. Now, if you're going to be sitting here asking me, Mung, what the fuck is mirrored matchmaking? What's this new schizo talk? Mirrored matchmaking is my personal theory where, and if you play the game long enough, it's like EOMM. If you play the game enough, you'll notice that it exists and is there. So mirrored matchmaking is the phenomenon where I have a Spider-Man Super Chungus Lord, and then magically on the enemy team, they have one too. And it's not just a weird random occurrence. It's like 80% of the time I have a Spider-Man on my team, there's a Spider-Man on the enemy team. And it's not just Spider-Man. BP, coincidentally, Black Widow. How many Black Widow players do you see? Magically, when I do see one, there's one on my team and one on the enemy team. Hulk, Thing, Fanta, a bunch of very niche characters that you don't see a bunch all the time, especially like once you start getting higher. They're matched together and then they're on opposite teams. And if you're playing this is where the schizo part comes in, because mirrored matchmaking exists. Just play the game enough. If you guys want to see a video, I'll show a bunch of my cases from when I'm live. Like if I go through all my live VODs, there's legit like a billion examples of mirrored matchmaking being real. The problem here now is when you start performing better than usual, because this is an EOMM quirk. It's not even a quirk. I guess it's the EOMM feature, I should say. And when you start performing well enough, they start matching the worst OTP on your team. Like, I've had examples of this where I'm in fucking, this is back in the day on my Eravon account, where I'm playing out of my mind. I legit have a 17-0 game with like 6,000 damage. The next game, I have Daymar on the enemy team, and I have fucking RD Paco or Q-Skez. Like, okay, interesting, fine. Coincidence. But it's not a coincidence because it happens again and again and again. I get BP. I have literally me on the enemy team, and I have some random fucking BP shitter on my team. How does that happen? It doesn't. It's a fucking thing. I'm going to be talking like the teacher from The Incredibles, but I swear to God, I do have the receipts to prove it. So if you guys want to see it, I might make that a video. I just want to add a little bonus segment to our previous discussion because, you know, realistically, I think it just kind of needs to be said. I want to talk about mirrored matchmaking. I mean, I just have to. It's my fucking schizo theory I've been talking about for a year. And I want to talk about split-tiered balancing because I really do think that would solve the vast majority of the problems in this game. Because some people are always going to be hard stuck in shit low. We could have the characters that they love playing. They just want to be in Jabablo all day. We could leave it for them, right? And we could balance and nerf stuff and high elo accordingly. So everybody can stop fucking crying and they can just play. Because the reality is, if Ziyong dropped the perfect patch tomorrow, we would still find something to complain about. I am self-aware. I just like making videos. Now, guys, I appreciate you all watching. I'll see you all live later. Make sure you subscribe because if you don't, like I said, I will have to crush your soul. Peace out.